What in the world, man? What in the world? What's going on with y'all, bro? Man, this right here goes to show y'all, man, in the world of the NFL, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen, bro. It's one of those situations, man. Everybody was yelling Pittsburgh Steelers. People were yelling Green Bay Packers. I honestly wanted JJ to go to the Green Bay Packers myself. But it's crazy how those relationships that you build up actually, follow you in life, man. You could, have a coworker, something like that. You go to a different place and get a different opportunity. Next thing you know, you're joining that coworker again. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ralphie, 155, what's going on with your family? I see you in here, man. Definitely. Zabo TV, what in the world, Bo? Man, so for everybody out there, I'm pretty sure y'all read the title. JJ Watt's going to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I definitely would have got on here a little bit earlier, but country boy got to work. so I said, man, you know what? Let me go ahead and jump on here, chop it up with the coaches on my lunch break, and just kind of see what everybody is thinking about this whole situation, man. JJ Watt going to the Arizona Cardinals. Perfect move for him because as a pass rusher, you definitely want to be in a situation where you got that running mate with you, and Chandler Jones. That's JJ Watt, Chandler Jones. That's definitely a heck of a combination, Bo. So I'm sitting up here wondering, man, is it one of those situations where the Arizona Cardinals might be making this playoff run in the future? What in the world, Bo? We never know. At the end of the day, man, it all comes down to what is your quarterback capable of doing. Now, we know Kyler Murray, he started off hot. But he kind of fizzled out towards the end. Anytime you get these gadget players like this, man, it doesn't matter what kind of genius Cliff Kingsbury is. At the end of the day, you still have to have a quarterback that can stand in the pocket, read defenses, and throw the ball accurately. Now, to win Super Bowls, you got to be able to have a complete team. Doesn't matter how good your offense is. Doesn't matter how good your defense is. 2016, Atlanta Falcons had one of the best offenses in history. That lack of defense ended up coming back to bite us. It doesn't matter if it comes, in the halfway through the end of the season. If it doesn't matter if it comes to the playoffs, it doesn't matter if it comes the second half of the Super Bowl, last quarter of the Super Bowl. It's true. Now, we know that Arizona Cardinals, they did put up some points last year, made some explosive plays. We've seen the Hail Murray, things like that. This may be one of those situations where, hey, J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones. Now, we know that Patrick Peterson's leaving, but this might be one of those cases where, hey, man, that was the missing piece. That's all that we needed. Yes, sir. So Reggie C2K said, JJ, he's headed to Arizona. Hey, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Brandon Griswold, what's going on with your family? I see you in here. My homeboy Terror Artist 404. Shouts out to my homie Terror Artist 404. He's actually putting together a video right now on Madden 21. Y'all know he's the Madden guy. So, you know what? I ain't even gonna spoil the surprise, Terror Artist. I ain't even gonna do it. Y'all just make sure y'all go check him out over there and see what Terror Artist 404 is putting together. But we were just talking about this whole JJ Watt situation, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So I guess my question to y'all, my question to the coaches, it don't matter if you're checking us out on Twitter, if you're checking us out on Facebook, or if you're checking us out on YouTube, everybody feel free to chime in. The question is, does this acquisition by the Arizona Cardinals, does it put them in the game moving forward? Does this make the Arizona Cardinals a playoff team? Now y'all know I want y'all input before I give mine because I don't want I don't want nobody to be biased or anything like that. Devon, what's going on with your fam? I see you, coach. What's good with you, man? I said I had to come in here and check. I said I had to come in here and chop it up with everybody on my lunch break, but I wanted to come in here as soon as it happened. But I was like, nah, I don't want to get in trouble. I said, I don't want to get in trouble. Niccolo still got to keep. I still got to keep my job. But I said, man, nobody expected this to happen, bro. Nobody expected JJ to go to the Cardinals. From what I'm hearing, everybody's saying that your boy knew. They said DeAndre Hopkins actually is the one that kind of persuaded him to come on over. And it's always easier. Look, in situations like that, it's always easier because football players, and then when it comes to sports, period, it's one of those cases where you always have things, small things that are important that a lot of people don't consider. Small things that are important that a lot of people don't consider. So I'm pretty sure DeAndre Hopkins came to J.J. Watt because, look, we're men in that sport of football. Sometimes it's just the simple things that, make us consider wanting to go in a different direction. So I'm pretty sure DeAndre Hopkins came to J.J. Watt and said, look, man, our cold tubs are bigger. I don't know, something dumb like that. I don't know. Look, we never practice on Mondays. I mean, just some random thing. Coach Kingsbury, he don't never make us practice on Mondays, whether we win or lose. So, we should be good. You never know. You never know. What's going on, Coach Sid Falcon? I see you in here, man. I see you in here. Now, look, y'all make sure that you give us, not give us, but you give Coach Unknown Man your condolences because he had been getting naked for the last few days, wanting to get J.J. Watt on the Green Bay Packers. And as soon as it happened, he commented on a YouTube page and said, "Man, Coach, dang, this one hurt me." I was like, "Hey, boy, I don't know what to tell you. It be like that sometimes." It be like that sometimes. But I definitely, I'm going to give my opinion. Y'all already know what I'm thinking. And what's going on, Coach Asia? I see you in here. I already know I'm going to give my opinion. I definitely think that this puts them right. And look, old country boy gonna use some big words on y'all this time now. I believe this puts us right on the precipice. This puts not us, but the Arizona Cardinals right on the precipice of becoming a playoff team. And we all know that once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. So this move, it definitely, look, you don't get a talent like J.J. Watt, even though he's not the same guy that he was in 2015. You're not going to get a talent like J.J. Watt and still be in the same situation. Making this move, it could very well encourage the Arizona Cardinals to move on from Patrick Peterson. In a lot of cases, it's a domino effect, guys. This team, they get this guy, they realize they don't have to keep this guy, so that might trickle down to the Falcons. I mean, everything affects everything else. The butterfly effect. The fact that the Arizona Cardinals went out and got J.J. Watt, they say, hey, if we're going to have J.J. Watt and he really affects this pass rush, maybe we don't have to have a lockdown corner or a guy who was definitely considered the best cornerback in the league, and we don't have to pay him as much money anymore. Let's just kind of put it together. So Patrick Peterson leaves. Y'all remember that what we did on that offseason simulation a couple weeks ago. We restructured a few contracts. We definitely we could afford things like that. We could afford things like that. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. Unknown man said, "Oh, it's okay. We're gonna get a linebacker, most definitely." I mean, think about the Green Bay Packers, man. You don't never know what y'all are going to do. It's like the Green Bay Packers are the most ballsy organization ever. The fact that they didn't get any wide receivers and last year, it was crazy, but hey, it didn't hold them back any. It didn't hold them back at all. Matt LaFleur not going for it on fourth down, that was ballsy in itself. It came back to bite them, though. But, yeah. This whole situation, though, man, with J.J. Watt leaving the Houston Texans and going to the Arizona Cardinals, man, it's like, how you think Deshaun Watson feels? How y'all think that makes that man feel? Jeremy says, interesting fit. You're dead right. They move on from Patty P. I just hope we move to get some picks. I'm curious what we do with almost empty cupboard at safety. Definitely. I mean, hey, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, so moving forward, like I was getting ready to say, is like, how does this affect Deshaun Watson? Just imagine Deshaun Watson. I remember that old 50 Cent song, and Coach Roney, she say it all the time. Like, dang, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. 2-3 years ago, Houston Texans, everybody thought that, once again, they were on the precipice, big little country using those big words, but everybody thought that they were on the verge of, being a Super Bowl caliber team. It's amazing that they went from that to actually trying to trade to get the pick that they traded away back, possibly, and trading Deshaun Watson possibly to the Miami Dolphins and losing, three of the best players in the league in Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and J.J. Watt. Like, ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy how just a few things change, and now we're back at the bottom of the barrel again. When I say we, I'm talking about the Houston Texans. Ain't that crazy? That's ridiculous. Coach Roney said maybe Deshaun will go to Arizona too. You never know. Because this whole move right here just kind of spun us out. I did not expect this happening. I thought for sure he was going to go somewhere up north, and it seemed like Green Bay would have been the perfect fit for him. But whenever we see guys make moves like that, that shows us what the rest of the league thinks about the talent on that team. So we could look at the Arizona Cardinals and say, I mean, okay, they look like an okay team. Maybe 8-8 next year or something like that. But you look at the guys who are actually on the field with these guys who played against them, and, guys just talking around the league. They were probably like, J.J. Watt was probably like, well, look, man, I was out there. I seen that speed that these guys had. DeAndre Hopkins said that, Coach Kingsbury is pretty cool. They trying to give me $23 million guaranteed, $31 million. I'm finna go to Arizona. And let's not forget the one of the biggest factors that everybody kind of forgets about, guys. One of the biggest factors is Arizona. Would you rather go to Arizona? And no offense, unknown man, would you rather go to Arizona or Green Bay? Arizona or Wisconsin? I know his mom and daddy them are from Wisconsin. That's cool. But you could live in Wisconsin the rest of your life after your career is done. I'm thinking about all that kind of stuff while I'm sitting here like, man, so you telling me I'm going to have to hit somebody else 70 times in a row and I get a chance to do it in Arizona opposed to doing it in Green Bay? I'm taking Arizona all day. I'm taking Arizona all day, Bo. I ain't even finna lie to you. What's going on, Just K Styles? I see you in here, man. Now, Christian said, hey, man, I'm a Rams fan, and I ain't happy about that signing also. Go Dogs. You already know. Hey, well, look, man, it's one of those cases where the Arizona Cardinals, if y'all think about it, they kind of had to make a move like this. If they want to be successful next year and the year's coming up. Now, we don't know if Russell Wilson is going to stay in Seattle or not, in that same division with Arizona. But just think about these quarterbacks. So you got Matthew Stafford, and in my opinion, the jury's kind of still out on Matthew Stafford. He's had a lot of chances in Detroit, and he didn't win there. And I talked with a lot of players. I mean, not a lot of players, but a lot of fans that are from Detroit, and they were saying that it was just the management. It was the ownership in Detroit. So we're going to see what he could do with a really good offensive-minded coach. So you got Matthew Stafford. We don't know if Russell Wilson's going to stay there or not. And you also got Jimmy Garoppolo, but y'all know Big Low. I always get naked for Kyle Shanahan. I think any quarterback that's playing with Kyle Shanahan is going to be successful. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of got to have a pass rush if you're in that NFC West. If you want to have a chance to win. I mean, am I wrong for thinking that? But I think that this was the perfect move for the Cardinals. It was the perfect move for J.J. Watt, and I think that it could definitely put them boys in the playoffs. What's going on, Coach Zeke? I see you in here, man. Much love to you. Much love to you. Look here. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to tell you, Christian, I'm not sure I don't think I've seen you here lately, but make sure you do a country boy a favor here and subscribe to the channel. We on the way to 1,000. I appreciate you for chilling out with old country boy, man. Go Dogs. Oh, man. Quentin Willis, what's up with your family? I see you in here. I see you. Definitely. We got the Jags fan in here chilling out with us. He already done bought his Trevor Lawrence jersey. Oh, man. Jeremy said Arizona and Russell Wilson is screaming to get out of Seattle. Donald, Watt, and pass rushers in the West, they're going to be giving them nightmares. Yeah, so let's not forget. So they got Aaron Donald to deal with, J.J. Watt, Joey Bosa, Armstead, Chandler Jones. I mean, it's going to be a lot to deal with. It's going to be a lot to deal with. If you play Madden, those are the same guys that have the red X's up under them. Definitely, man. Definitely. But yeah, so I'm definitely thinking that, this is one of those cases where, you just have to consider, what those guys are going to do. And I'm thinking that what they're going to do is they could very well win that division next year. I think it's going to be between them and the Los Angeles Rams, because anytime Sean McVay got a dog in the fight, he's going to, Sean McVay's a beast. Top 5 coach in the NFL, in my opinion. If anybody wants to try to convince me otherwise, they definitely can. But, we look at how they made the decision to move on from Todd Gurley. Some people said they were crazy for doing it. I mean, after we seen that 2020 season, I'm like, well, that ain't a bad move, coach. That ain't a bad move. All year long, they kind of puttered throughout the season. They say, they're in the playoffs. Everybody kind of forgot about how good the Rams were. So, man, yeah, man, definitely. Jags fan said, I would love to see the NFC West All-Star team. That division is something else, man. It really is. It really is. And that's what I'm saying, where I'm sitting here like, well, look, I mean, it was the perfect fit for both teams. It's like J.J. Watt, he could have went ring chasing. He could have went to, went and chilled out with unknown man and them Green Bay Packers up there in Lambeau, or he could have went to a team that he legitimately thinks has a good chance of winning. Great weather. I would love to live in Arizona opposed to Green Bay all day. And, I'm pretty sure the money was a factor. I mean, let's be honest. I'm pretty sure the money was a factor. All these people who say, "Oh, well, it's just about winning championships now." Like, okay, you can win your championships. I'm not going to one specific team and take less money just for a chance to win a championship. That's why me and this team over here go to practice every day. Am I wrong for thinking that? Am I wrong for thinking that that's the case? It's like, if me and these guys go to practice every day, we could win a championship too, and I could get paid in the process. So, yeah. I mean, I definitely think it was the right move for J.J. Watt, and I'm just putting it out there. Until I see something different happening, Arizona Cardinals, we'll see y'all in the playoffs next year. We'll see y'all in the playoffs next year. Let's get it. What's going on with your family? Let's get it. Say, sorry, lady, still working. Hey, bro, ain't nothing wrong with doing that, man. Make sure that you take care of your family. Ian Miles, man. So I guess this is for lunch. Ian Miles said, "What's up, family? I'm eating the fatback sandwiches." And he actually spelled it sandwiches, but I'm just paraphrasing. Sandwiches and spam with sand and molasses and camel chocolate milk. What in the world? Camel chocolate milk? Okay. Oh, man. AJ Evans said, "Can the Cardinals pay Hassan and Patrick Peterson?" You know what? That's a good question, bro. Look, if I were them, I would be trying to keep Patrick Peterson I'll be trying to keep Hassan opposed to Patrick Peterson. If you got the pass rush, everything else falls into place. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making that quarterback throw the ball just a half a second faster, where it's one of those situations where, he has to make a decision before he needs to, or that he's just not as accurate, he can't throw into the pass, then look, we did our job. And then that guy that, he doesn't hold on just as good as the normal cornerback would, that's just a second too late, he has a whole heck of a lot better chance than, somebody who's just sitting back there patting the ball, looking over the field, writing a book in the backfield. Like we've seen the Atlanta Falcons, like we've seen quarterbacks who play against the Atlanta Falcons do for the last 6 or 7 years. Except for when we play against the Dallas Cowboys for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Man, so yeah, it's just one of those cases, man. It's just one of those cases. And Ian Miles, they're here talking about you, man. They said that your stomach must be used to it by now. Hey, man. But, like I was saying, though, man, it's one of those cases where on the other side of the spectrum, we talk about Deshaun Watson. It's like, where do the Houston Texans go from here? Like, what in the world do these guys do moving forward? Like, how do you approach? I mean, you literally have a situation where nobody even wants to even be there anymore. Look, guys, the Walter Payton Man of the Year, the guy that has the most integrity in the league, who gets the chance to wear the golden patch on his jersey. This is the guy who said he didn't even want to be there anymore. And, like, J.J. Watt's been one of the golden children of the league for almost a decade now. What's going on in Houston? Like, what? what did Bill O'Brien do in Houston? Like, what's going on with them boys? Ian Miles says if J.J. Watt would go to the Browns or Tennessee or the Colts or the Bucks or Saints, the Saints. Hey, I don't know, but I'm telling you one thing is that we're talking about Tennessee and Indianapolis and all, and even the Browns or the Bucks. Last year we didn't know that almost all of these teams, except for the Tennessee Titans, all of these teams, we didn't know that they were going to have a turnaround like this. And I say this all the time, guys. NFL is it's a league of parity. You down this year, but you definitely could be up next year. Whenever they say it's a game of inches, it definitely makes a difference. For example, and I know y'all might be tired of me mentioning this all the time, but Ty Gurley falling in the end zone. Ty Gurley falls in the end zone. It's a game of inches. If he didn't fall in the end zone, it would have gave us a 200% better chance to win that game, right? So we won that game. I'm sorry. We lost that game. I'm sorry. And like I said, it's still one of those situations where I think about scoring touchdowns gives us a better chance to win. But it's one of those cases where it's like we lost that game. Imagine how many draft picks that put us up losing that game just because Ty Gurley fell a few inches forward instead of a few inches backwards. It makes a difference. So imagine how many more games we would have won if, Dirk Cutter wasn't drinking up in the press box. That's a joke now. That's a joke. Y'all don't be telling Dirk Cutter I'm talking about him. I ain't trying to insult this man's integrity or nothing. But yeah, it's definitely one of those cases, man. If we legitimately sit and think about it. So, moving forward with J.J. Watt, he could have chose to go to the Green Bay Packers or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs. We know that they don't have the money to get them, but if he would have chose to go to a team like that, because I also heard that Tennessee was thinking about trying to get him. But thing is that, we're in one of those cases where he's seen a team that's young, has talent, and said, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and hitch my wagon to this horse, Bo. I'm going to go ahead and do what I can do. And I'm not even knocking them for it. It might not be the popular choice, but that's just how it is. Ivan Wins, what's going on with you, fam? I see you in here chilling out with us, Bo. Hope everybody doing good. I'm in here chilling with y'all on my lunch break. Oh man, what's going on, Maggie? What's going on? CJ2K said Houston has a problem. Yes, they definitely do. They definitely do, man. They definitely do. Now, look, I also see my homeboy Reggie 2K in here talking about his situation. Hey, bro, just know that the family is with you, fam, and we'll definitely be trying to keep our eye out for you and everything, family. Reggie C2K, and if I see something or whatever, I'll definitely be keeping you in mind, bro. Definitely. Much love to you. Much love to all the coaching staff, man. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for showing Coach Reggie some love, man. Oh man. Quentin said Dirk has no integrity to wow, really? Y'all gonna be, look, man. Y'all need to leave Dirk Cut alone. That man ain't even got any more Falcons, no more Falcons gear. So look, he's left, and we need to stop throwing those shots at Dirk Cutter. Oh man. Now, so Quentin Wheeler said, well, Bill did trade Hopkins for a box of lemon heads and sugar babies. I would want out. I mean, you got a point. But, the thing is that Bill, he ain't even there no more. So it's like, if he's not there anymore and everything, moving forward, it's kind of one of those cases where we can still build something here. Now I've heard it, and I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken or not, but I've heard that some of that coaching staff, they actually kept them. So, I honestly think cases like that is kind of like mold. Whenever you have a coaching staff and you have a bad environment, if you keep some of those guys around, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking it's the offensive coordinator they kept. I mean, because the offense was relatively successful last year. They just didn't have the personnel, but still, it's one of those cases where it's like if you keep some of those guys around, you're still going to have that same problem there. You're still going to have that mold. It's not going to be resolved until you cut everything out. Because, Bill O'Brien brought those guys there. So it's just one of those situations, man. It's just one of those situations. Now, Space Spirit, what's going on, family? I see you in here. Hope you're doing good. So y'all let me know, man. I told y'all what I'm thinking. I told y'all that I hope I ain't jumping the gun here, putting the horse before the wagon, but I'm thinking that the Arizona Cardinals might have a squad that can go to the playoffs next year. We know every year there's a top team that's at the top that comes down. And y'all are hoping, just like I am, that it's the New Orleans Saints. Y'all are hoping that too. Don't lie. Y'all are hoping it's New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all know y'all hoping that. But we don't know, because sometimes players just get older. They just can't play the same. Sometimes people get hurt. Sometimes other teams are just better. Sometimes coaching just gets outdated. So all of those things come in, they come into play. Ghost Pepper said, perhaps JJ sees something in Arizona that we all don't. Who knows? But the Cardinals need a lot more than Watt to turn that defense around. There's a reason the Cardinals went 5-2, then collapsed to 8-8. Just saying. And you're definitely right. You're definitely right, Coach. I agree with you. And like I said, we don't know what everybody else in the league knows. Like he could see something. People talk. People talk. Whenever you're in the same industries, people kind of talk, man. So, it's definitely one of those things, man. Definitely one of those things where it's like you got to, ain't no telling what JJ thinking. I'm pretty sure one of the first things that he's thinking is $23 million guaranteed. Arizona, people retire and go to Arizona all the time. This man's going to get a chance to get paid $23 million and to work in Arizona, playing the child's game. It must be nice. It must be nice. Look, man, I've got to tell y'all, if y'all got anything from this stream, if I made you smile or anything like that, you learned anything that you didn't originally know before this stream, make sure that you do a country boy a favor. Hit that like button down there. I would definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely. But yeah, man, I think that they're going to be a playoff team if everything goes well. A Jags man said Texans is known for being a racist, toxic franchise. When the owner says, "Don't let the inmates run the prison," I remember that. People around the league won't come to play for you unless you overpay. Man, that's crazy. Now, we also have to consider too now, Jags fan, you ain't biased, are you? Because the Texans are in the AFC South. You ain't biased and throwing some shade to the Texans, are you? Oh man, that's crazy. crazy. I don't know. I just don't know where the Texans go from here. I mean, look, this is legitimately for everybody who was saying that the Falcons need to blow it up and just start from scratch. This is one of those cases where they need to just blow it up and start from scratch. Don't try to keep an old coach. It's like if they're trying to keep that offensive coordinator in Houston, the only reason they're trying to keep him is because they're hoping that, saying that, well, look, Deshaun, you're still going to have your same offensive coordinator here. So, there's no need for you to learn nothing new. You just come in and do what you've been doing, and we're going to try to build around you. If I'm Deshaun, I'm like, build around me? Why we got to build around me whenever we already had J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins here, and you get rid of Deion, you get rid of Nuke, and you just come giving me David Johnson. What? So you get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, and you give me David Johnson. That's like taking my Jordan 11s back to Foot Locker and bringing me back some Spaldings. Like what? Like what are we doing here? It's like bringing me back some BK Knights after I had these, these foam posits. Like I'm not. No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, Bo. Devon said the Cardinals definitely improved their chances of making a huge push for the playoffs with this JJ signing. And I definitely agree with you, family. I definitely agree with you. Jeremy said the Texans screwed themselves. You have one of the best character stand-up guys in the league. Exactly. I can see him being pissed. It's all they giving him their word. They flatlined and brought in Cicero. What in the world? Cicero. Man. Hey, Bo. I don't know. The Jags fan said it's like trading in them Jordans for some Currys. Not the hospital shoes, coach. That's rough right there, Bo. That's rough. And then, see, Devon said, at J.J. Watt, D-Hop, I forgot about Andre Johnson. I forgot all about him. He shut it down kind of early. I remember he went to Tennessee, right? But yeah, I forgot about Andre Johnson. But all of those guys expressed their disdain with the Texans. So it's one of those cases, man, where you got to. What's wrong with what's going on in Houston? Does anybody have any insight of what's going on in Houston? Like why can't nobody ever be happy in Houston? I've been to Houston before. It's a great city. And I'm not just saying that because the barbecue's good. Y'all know Big Boy got whenever I go on vacation, first thing I always look at is the restaurants. I gotta see what they got to eat there. Oh man, we got my homeboy Jay in the Bay in here, man. I already know Jay in the Bay. He said the NFC West continues to get tougher. Man, Jimmy Garoppolo gonna have his hands full, bro. If that's who the quarterback is gonna be. But whoever the QB is gonna be in San Francisco is gonna have his hands full. Wow, quit. Wow. First the Astros and now this. Man, you didn't have to go there, Bo. Just because them boys be stealing signals, you don't got to be talking about the Astros like that. So, for everybody who doesn't know, the Astros, they got caught for stealing signals whenever they went on that World Series run. And Basically, they didn't get in trouble for it at all. Basically, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Jaden Bay said Jimmy G, that's his quarterback. I don't know how long that's going to be a quarterback coach. We're going to see because I'm hearing all kinds of rumors. I think Jimmy G, I think he's a good quarterback. Like I always say, as long as you got Kyle Shanahan, it don't matter who could be the quarterback. You can get Coach Roney out there playing quarterback. You'll be doing good. Oh, man. Man. So, yeah, I just didn't expect this to happen, family. I did not expect this to happen. Man, J.J. Watt going to the Arizona Cardinals. That just makes the NFC more tough. It just makes the NFC tougher. So moving forward, we just got to see. We got to see what's going on. Oh, everybody show up my homeboy Jay in the Bay love, man. Coach Rhoda said, "This is my boy, Jay in the Bay." Oh, man. Oh, Jax fan said, if you're the Cowboys, how much you paying Dak? I won't give him $40 million a season. He's not worth it. Man, he should have took that 35. he should have took the 35, man. I don't know what Dak was thinking. I don't know if he was just feeling himself. It's just one of those things, man. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. That whole situation with Dak, then that injury last season. I know everybody's saying that, you know, structurally nothing's wrong with. And you get hurt like that, you unless you just a different kind of athlete, you ain't never the same. You ain't never the same. And my homeboy Coach James Bay, he said that Dak outplayed his hand. Exactly. You know, Dak thought that he was going to get 6 books. Y'all played space before. He thought he was going to get 6 books. He only got 3 of them. So he kind of stuck. Man, I can't be fooling with y'all, man. I can't be fooling with y'all, man. I got to get back to work, man. But hey, I just wanted to chop it up with everybody. Like I said, I'm actually on my lunch break, and I just wanted to chop it up with everybody. See what everybody's thoughts were about J.J. Watt. And see if y'all think that the Arizona Cardinals, see if y'all think that they could definitely be a playoff team. And I think that that's the case. Now, look at here. Y'all already know. I said this last night now. Mystical Mixes. What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? I said this last night. Y'all make sure that y'all come back on Friday, 9 o'clock. We're going to chop it up. We're going to do mock draft 2.0. 2.0. Y'all make sure that y'all check us out, man. We're going to break this draft down. Hopefully, we give y'all a few more names that you ain't never heard of before. So you could go back and take a look at it, you know. Definitely, Jeremy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Y'all stay warm up there in Montana, family. Y'all stay warm up there in Montana. Devon said, yeah. Yes, sir. Mock draft 2.0, Devon. Friday night, 9 o'clock. So be there or be square. Matter of fact, just be there. Oh, man. Well, look, I appreciate y'all for chilling out, and I guess we had lunch together today. I guess that's the case. Now, I don't really eat during lunch because I just eat all day long. so I guess we had lunch together today, y'all. I really enjoyed lunch, and I'm definitely looking forward to chilling out with y'all live on Friday night. But in the meantime, y'all be easy. Don't do nothing Coach Big Low Country would do. rise up, 8 time down, man.